My friends, this is a great time to become a channel member. Every week now I'm posting uncensored videos exclusively for my channel members, along with custom emojis and live streams for members at the Arch-Villain level where you get to talk to me directly. Please consider supporting this channel by clicking the link in the video description and joining us in our fight to save pop culture. And also, check out our Patreon and Subscribe-Star pages for exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, including Harvey Cthulhu's insane podcasts, photos of my vast toy collection, and members at the Legionnaire level receive a signed photo, membership card, and certificate signed by me. You'll find the Patreon link in the video description as well. Thanks for watching, my friends, and now on to the video. My friends, last week I did a video about UbiSoft being forced to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows because of backlash against the ludicrous wokeness of the game. Since then, my Hollywood spies have done more digging into this situation, and they've uncovered some additional information about Ubisoft's reasons for this delay that I found surprising, to say the least. Today, I bring you what I'm being told are the real reasons why Ubisoft moved Assassin's Creed Shadows' release date to February of 2025, and I have to tell you, the degree of cynical calculation here, well, it's breathtaking, folks. It's absolutely breathtaking. When I tell you what I've heard, one reason in particular, you're going to laugh your asses off. I've heard a lot of cheesy, cynical shit in my day, but this, wow. Ubisoft is rattled, that much is clear, and they're grasping at straws now, trying to find some way, any way, to cover their asses when Assassin's Creed Shadows gets released and bombs. They're already lining up their angles of promotion, their excuses, and the typical whiny blame on toxic fans. It's all queued up, folks, but fortunately for us, my Hollywood spies inform me they've contacted a few sources inside Ubisoft who are happy to explain exactly what is going on behind this delayed release, and this information reveals just how scared the company is of having two high-profile flops in a row. I mean, my God. The stock is already in the toilet. It doesn't have a lot farther to fall before it winks out of existence. I'm kidding, of course. It won't wink out of existence exactly, but at $2 and change, there's just not a lot of wiggle room for it to get much lower. And all of this springs from Ubisoft emulating the Hollywood model and giving gamers not what they want, but what Ubisoft wants them to want. Ubisoft is deciding what's best for gamers. And what's best for gamers, in their view, is playing fast and loose with Japanese history in order to promote the modern DEI agenda, all on the gamer's dime. In other words, Ubisoft wants gamers to pay for their own propaganda, finance their own indoctrination.
There isn't any originality to speak of amongst the woke. They just leech on to existing successful capitalist ventures and IPs, suck them dry, distort their meaning, and leave them a hollowed-out husk, like a vampire in a rainbow cape. That's wokeness in a nutshell. And the same now applies to history. They're distorting history just like they've distorted Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who, because truth itself these days is toxic.
Oh, shit. Well said, Harvey Cthulhu. Yes, as it turns out, Star Wars has as much to do with this reshuffle as the angry reaction to Assassin's Creed Shadows' improbable and offensive to the Japanese conceit of a samurai of color. God only knows how extensively that will figure into the actual storyline in terms of how preachy it gets, but the simple fact of the matter is, Star Wars Outlaws is a huge black eye for the company, and they're extremely scared of getting another shiner to match. Now, some sources have told us they're trying to take this time to tone down the woke as much as they can, although how much they can do in such a limited time is debatable. But in the meantime, there are some additional and heretofore unsuspected reasons for Ubisoft delaying release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that's what I'd like to share with you now, and holy crap, this stuff would be hilarious if it wasn't so cringe, but hell, it may be hilarious anyway. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to me by sources inside Ubisoft through my Hollywood spies, but since I cannot personally confirm any of this, I'm presenting it as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So here's what we were told about why Ubisoft moved the release date for Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025. Quote, "As you know, the latest Ubisoft game, Assassin's Creed, has been delayed till February. Well, we had thoughts on this, but we wanted to confirm our suspicions. Well, we finally found a few people inside Ubisoft willing to go on record, and this is what we found out. There are 3 reasons Ubisoft delayed the release. 1. This game has the lowest pre-sales in the franchise history, and Ubisoft doesn't want 2 flops on the same quarter. Moving to February would put the game in a new quarter. 2. February is Black History Month, and Ubisoft believes they can use that to push the game. 3. If the game still tanks, Ubisoft can use the excuse toxic fans didn't want a black lead, and February is a bad month anyway to release games, but Ubisoft can use the fact the game has a black lead as a shield to hide behind."
Wait a minute, I'm gonna interrupt. So Ubisoft is planning to hide behind Black History Month come February? They're gonna claim, hey, this was a Black History tribute all along, that's why we moved it. But holy shit, if you're gonna honor Black History Month, shouldn't the Black History you're presenting be true?
One would think that truth would be of paramount importance in Black History Month, Harvey Cthulhu, but alas, it's more important to feel good than to be good in the sense of being true. My spies then asked these sources, quote, "We asked all of them the same questions. Question 1, do you believe they will change the main character? Answer, not that they were aware of. Question 2, would Ubisoft consider a make-your-own main character? Answer, no, it would take a lot longer than February to make that happen. Question 3, so you're saying the reason for the February release is basically to hide behind Black Lives Matter shield? Answer, yes, and to move it to a new quarter. So, there you have it, my friends. Ubisoft is already bracing for impact when this game lands, with a whole quiver of excuse arrows, blame, and deflection. Maybe in the future, Ubisoft would do better to deliver a game people want to play instead of excuses. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.